Welcome back everybody. This is part 2 of my 4K PC build. I hope you enjoyed part 1 and it wasn't too sketchy or I messed up too much. Thank you very much to everybody that's been subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all your comments and likes. It really helps us keep motivated in what we're doing. If you could, for all those that are new here, or maybe this is your first video you're watching of ours, please hit that like and subscribe button and smash the notification bell for more up and coming videos. We're changing things a little bit, how they are on this channel. This is part 2. As you can see, the computer's up and running. We're going to get into it, finish the build, and then probably do a third video. If you'd like a third video on explaining on how it all works and the software and installing the software, please leave a comment below. Also in the comments, if you're running a 4K PC, tell us what you did that was different or what sort of editing software you uploaded or downloaded to your computer. Once again, thank you everybody, and here's part 2. For the motherboard layout, here we have the AXT power connection, 24 pin or 8 pin 1 to 4 pin, 12 volt socket. Here is the CPU socket, which we're putting in the Ryzen 7. 3 over here you have 1, 2, 3 fan controls. You can use these for fan and pump connections. They're 4 pin. Hopefully it's focused in enough that you can see. CPU fans, output, you know, for the AMP fan unit, cooling unit. You can also put in a water pump unit and the external fan, which is the top fan in the case that we have over here. Here is the temperature. It's a Q-code LED temperature. It's basically going to give us the temperatures when everything's running. It'll give us a temperature of how hot everything is inside the case. We have the RGB headers. They're 4 pin headers, 1, 2 here. We have a start, it's a reset, basically a reset start button. The reset start button here, and this is the power on button. Boop, boop, boop. Where are we? What's number 10? What are all these? Probe out, I've got no idea what that is. As I say, I'm not a techie. Another power connection here, 24 pin, I assume. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so that's the 24 pin. This is the 8 and the 4 pin up the top. I've got no idea. AMD serial 80 6.gigabyte connectors. I assume when we've unboxed it, we'll find out what's going on. We'll actually see. Like I say, I'm not a techie. It's just learning from what we've watched on YouTube. We have, if you have a water cooling system, we have water pump. You've got a water pump in and out here. This is the M2 socket for the Samsung SSD 500 gigabyte drive that we're using. I appreciate it. Bear with me a little because, as I say, this is all new to me. Let's get this standing upright so you can see. all the pins and connections. Apparently this is for, once again, if you've got water pump cooling system, you've got another water pump pin socket there. These are your system power control pins on here, so that's your water pumps marked out there. RGB header, another header here. This is for your USB connections, which are set. This one's actually set on the NZXT case. Slow mode, whatever that means. I assume that's actually for boosting. Let me see, find a number for this. Number 20, slow mode. I assume when you want to boost or whatever, then you can flick it on or off or whatever. We have a retry button and a safe boot button here and here. Thermal sensor connectors and LED 5-pin connectors there. Once again, this is part of your sound system. Graphics card we're actually going to put into this slot here, and your memories. I'm just about to get into this. Central processing unit, CPU. This is where we're actually going to be fitting in the Ryzen 7 chip, just on here. Let's see if you can move this down into frame a bit more. There we go. And it actually comes with 4 double data slots, dual inline memory slots. We've got, as we said at the beginning of the video, the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro of 32 gigs. It can take up to 60, 4 slots, but we've only got 2 at the moment, so we'll put them in line, 1 and 1, and then later on, when we've got a bit more money, we'll add another 2 for speed. I think that's most of it covered over the motherboard. These are huge heat sinks. Really not massively interested in me. Anybody who knows anything about Osmo light bulbs, Philip light bulbs, ballast and stuff like that will actually know how important heat sinks are. You'll know what I'm talking about, so we won't talk about it much more than that. We have on the unit, which will actually be coming out the back of the tower, there's 8 USB connectors, another USB connector, BIOS connector, you've got your boot refresh buttons, Ethernet, I have no idea what that's for, another USB, type 3 USB, you have cable connectors or plug connectors for your sound system, mouse, keyboard, whatever. We've actually got a digital mouse, so we don't need that, it's just for the keyboard. And that is about it. I think what